Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Daily Refinement. This is our weekly mastermind call that's public, but we do this call Monday through Friday at 6 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. Today, I want to talk about something I've never talked about before because I was just thinking about this. So sometimes people say, my traffic is down and I don't know why. But usually it's because you didn't keep up with your listing habit, or the quality of your listings went down, or you got a little bit lazy with the way that you're listing and you didn't accurately research the price, and maybe your price a little bit too high. There's all these little things that you do that can cause your sales to be a little bit slower. And I think eBay is not the law of averages. So you can't list 365 items on day one and then take off the rest of the year. It doesn't really work that way. So what I recommend, and I think this is true, is eBay is sort of like a 2-week average. So if you can keep your 2-week average really high, then your 2-week average consistent, then you will crush eBay, because the people who are 2 weeks ahead can have something happen in their business and their store is still consistent. So I think everyone should have the same goal in this group. So anyone who watches this channel, anyone who's in this Patreon group, you need to get 2 weeks ahead, which is very hard because that means you need to do 2 weeks extra of work during your regular work on top of your regular life and your regular eBay listings. You need to do 2 weeks ahead and keep that forever. And if you can do that, your store will never fluctuate in traffic. It'll always get a similar amount of traffic and it'll always get a similar amount of sales. And if you take the average over 2 weeks, that will eliminate your thinking of, oh, I had a bad day today, or I had a bad day 2 days ago, because it doesn't matter. Take the 2-week average and then build the 2-week average ahead. So 2-week draft bank is, I think, the goal for everyone in this group, or 2 weeks of scheduled listings ahead. If you can do that, you'll be miles ahead of everybody else, because I always wonder about that. When my sales are slow, I know why. How are your sales slow and you don't know why? It's because you did something. Why would eBay do something different? It's this, that's my thought. So today I want to talk about what you can do to build a 2-week emergency fund for eBay. Let's start with Christine. Christine, good morning. How are you? Hopefully she can chat. Let's see. Can't hear you though.
There I am.
There you are. How can you create a 2-week emergency fund of listings?
There I am. No?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay. What can I do to get 2 weeks ahead?
Mm-hmm.
There's several things I can do to get 2 weeks ahead. Definitely keeping my ready to photo area ready to photo. I mean, my prepped area, the stuff that I have, just keeping that filled so that I can keep a consistent move of everything. It's hard. You're absolutely right. I'm not 2 weeks ahead. And it's hard not to be hard on myself, because there's no reason to not be ahead. It's a matter of me being consistent, which is a daily struggle. So that's pretty much the solution, is to be consistent and in staying with the schedule, so that I can get 2 weeks ahead. That's what I got.
That's great, Christine. There's actually one more thing that I don't think people think about, and I didn't really think about until recently too. You have to be consistent not only at reaching your goal, but actually exceeding your goal. Because to get to 2 weeks ahead, if your goal is 10, kind of have to list like 13 in order to actually do it. So it's almost like everyone, whatever you can consistently do, subtract 25%, and that's your actual goal. And Nico says your hair looks really nice.
Yeah.
So that's
I put a brush to it today.
I love it. Also, I have a gray mustache here. I know it's not the first, but it's happening. Let's go with Jason. Jason, good morning. What can you do to get 2 weeks ahead? Hopefully you can chat.
Yeah, I can chat.
What's up?
Hi, Chris. Yeah, that's a great question. How can I get 2 weeks ahead? Because I've mostly just been one day ahead, and that's a far cry from 2 weeks ahead. But as long as I'm one day ahead, I've been consistently reaching my listing goals. Because if there's a day where everything just goes wrong, I just launched a drafts. And I haven't had an episode where I've had two bad days. So far I've been okay, but that would be great to be 2 weeks ahead. And I guess the only thing I could say is to show up more to the morning calls and be more active in the Facebook group, because being among other people that are also 2 weeks ahead, that might help me to get there.
Let's see. How did you get to one list or one day ahead?
Just every day I make sure I have the number of listings, which is at least two. I have that in my draft bank.
I see. That's smart. So I want to point out that that is the beginning. You start with one day ahead and you start 2 days ahead and slowly start growing that. So I have a friend that works for Nike. They are, I think, 18 months ahead. Shoes that come out now started their production cycle a year and a half ago. That's a long time, right? If we're like Tech was talking about doing some, expanding his store. He's been thinking about that maybe since March of 2019. He's been thinking about that for a long time. I think that's what everyone needs to do. It's sort of like planning ahead. That is the secret to eBay, because you don't know if you're going to go sourcing and not find anything. And I'm going to do something I've never done before because of a comment yesterday, which I thought was useful. So I think being resourceful is the key to eBay. Being resourceful means thinking of every single way that you can to make a listing sell faster. That's being resourceful. Is it the price? Is it the title? Is it the pictures? If you think to yourself, I don't know what's wrong, you might as well just give up, because you need that skill of figuring out what's wrong. So I'm going to spend a week talking about sourcing. I've never done that, but I'm going to go to the thrift store. I'm going to go to garage sales. I'm going to explain what I'm looking for. It's not what I find, because that doesn't matter. It's the thinking process behind looking for opportunities. Like, hey, this person looks nice. Maybe I'll talk to them and see if they have more stuff that they haven't put out yet. Oh, this store manager, maybe it's the end of the month and they want to get more sales. All these little things added together is how you get ahead and how you build up things. And that's how I want people to think. It's not what you find, because there's plenty of successful people selling completely different things. Tech and I both have big stores and hardly anything is the same. We sell different things. So I think it's important to think, how can you make your sales grow? That's the skill. Let's go with Nick. Nick's saying he had a couple of days that threw him off. What's going on there? How can you get 2 weeks ahead? And do you think that it's definitely frustrating?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes my schedule. So on Mondays, I work with my brother on his business, so that kind of takes a day off. So I find on the weekends I've been working on trying to commit some time there, and then it's like a balance point between time with family and then trying to work on the business. So I just had, one day I was with my brother. The second day, a family thing came up. So, pretty much for 2 days I didn't have any listings drop. And then for me, it's like getting to the point where I kind of find like it's not acceptable. Like, if this is the business, it's the business, I got to keep it running. So, I got like the itch to drop I want to increase my listings. I'm trying to go to 15 a day, but I just didn't have everything lined up. So I think I got to work on growing that bank. Once I have some cushion there, then decide to, okay, let me increase the number of listings I'm going to drop, because my listing habit can support it. And then when those last minute things come up, it's not like the sky's falling, you know.
No, I think that's the last minute things always come up though. That's the secret, not the secret, but the reality of life.
Yeah. So, and it's hard because it's not hard. I mean, I feel like that's not a really good mentality to have. I have a lot of larger items I feel like I'm definitely moving away from. So I've been hesitant to list them.
Mhm.
So I got to just get the right boxes, get them live. And then once they sell, just get them moved and then start moving away from that because they take up space and the time on the packing. So
Earlier this year, I had two mid-century modern chairs and a coffee table, and I put on my Facebook ad, "Please come and get these because um, they're gonna go and I'm gonna dispose of them at the end of the week if I don't get them." So I sold like a $90 chair for $10 because I was over the bigger stuff thing. And you can sell bigger stuff if you have a plan. There's Brandon, the group sells furniture, and he was thinking about, okay, do I have people meet me in my unit at a certain time of day? Do I have quote unquote office hours? Do I offer delivery? All these things are important to get ahead. I want to give you guys an example of trying to figure out why something doesn't sell. So here's an example. Here are some Chacos that I found, 7 pairs at the flea market. I don't know why they're not selling, but I need to figure out why. So I got 7 pairs of size 4 and then 1 pair of size 5. The size 5 sold for $30 the first day I posted it. This has 107 views because Angela had posted that one of her items has 1,500 views and no sales. This item has 107 views and it has 0 watchers. So why is that? How come no one has any interest in this when it's really cheap? It's a brand new pair of kids Chacos. I think these retail for $30 or $35. So why is there no interest on it? Is it because the price is too high? It can't be the pictures. The pictures are fine, in my opinion. We got a picture of the item and the box, all the different angles, right? I have a picture of a ruler, which indicates to the customer like really what size they are. Picture of the box. I don't know. So, okay, I need to be resourceful now. So, okay, we have the original box, but these ship without the original box because I want to ship these in a padded flat rate envelope. I don't want to use this box and it's more expensive. I want to pass the savings to the customer. That's why I'm pricing these so low. So I need to think about why. So let's look at the competition. How many people think that their items are slow and then they don't? Okay, so is it Chaco or Chacos? Let me look for this. So let's go Chaco kids. Okay, so you can see here, eBay is sort of recommending unisex kids as the category. And let me go to mine. See, I'm putting mine in boys' shoes. So maybe that's the wrong category. So let me come down here and put unisex kids. Okay, boys. And I'm going to delete closed toe. And I'm going to add the alternate spelling of Chacos. Okay, now I'm going to move Chaco to the end. Okay, so here we go. Change the title, change the category. Let me scroll down here and look at the item specifics. And eBay has Chaco as the brand. So let me go with is Isaiah on the call? What kind of shoe is this?
I'd have to look at the style.
What do you think?
I'd have to look at the style. What do the styles say? Because there might be more than one that matches this.
Okay, the styles are ballet, biker, boat shoe, booty,
No,
bro,
no,
Chelsea, chukka, clog, combat,
no.
Dorsey, derby, desert, espadrille, fisherman, flat, flip flop, gladiator, loafer, Mary Jane, moccasin, monk strap, mule, Oxford platform, rain boot. Who said shoe category was easy? This is a lot.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Shearling
them.
style slide,
Why wouldn't
slingback.
you put it under sneaker?
Well, Well, the reason is because eBay recommended the unisex kids category,
Yeah. But
which doesn't,
that drop down list.
Yeah, sneakers in there.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably go closer. It's closer to a sneaker than many of those. It's like either sneakers, slip on. I wouldn't use clogs simply because I don't think most people are searching for kids clogs. Seems a lot less likely.
So what would you put for material? Synthetic?
Yes.
Okay.
You
And
can
then
also put fresh if you wanted to, but
would you put athletic?
yeah.
Okay.
Didn't you put in your title that they're athletic? You said like trailers. Yeah, they're outdoor trail water shoes. Also, if they're water shoes, you could also put fisherman if you wanted to. That wouldn't be bad. That's the one I was thinking. Either fisherman or sneaker.
Okay.
Maybe slip on.
Okay. So how many of
I
these do
wouldn't
you
have listed them in the unisex category though. I would have listed them in the boys category, but not used the word boys in the title.
Okay. So now that I'm in the unisex category, because that's what eBay recommended, what do you guys think I should put in the title? Should it just be youth, kids,
No,
Unisex?
youth, boys, girls, if you have the characters.
boys, girls? Okay.
Youth, boys,
youth,
girls.
youth also. I have youth.
Have
And
it all.
and kids. All right.
Yeah, I would go Chaco Youth. Well, what's the name of it? Is the shoe called Outcross 2?
Yeah.
I'd go Chaco Outcross 2 Youth Kids size 4 shoes, and then I would describe the color. So that'd be green, black, and then whatever the name of the shoes. You can go with sneaker.
So
Like
you'd go Chaco's youth shoes 4, size 4.
Youth Kids size 4.
All right. Youth.
The reason why I go youth kids, I use youth girls when I'm listing girl shoes, but
Okay.
when I'm listing a shoe that's predominantly a boy shoe,
Okay.
like it doesn't have any girl like colorway, I'd go youth kids. That way, people who are looking for kid shoes through the search can also find them.
Okay. So youth kids 4, Outcross 2, outdoor trail water.
I would put Outcross 2 after Chaco, and I would only use Chaco. I wouldn't use Chacos.
All right.
We just want to know if these all sell out by tomorrow.
All right. Well, at least get a watch here. How I'm saying
I'd put shoes right there.
shoes.
Yep.
All right. Let's see.
Delete girls and boys.
All right.
Outdoor trail. So are these trail sandals or water sandals?
I don't know.
Those
Let's
aren't
just
the
work
same
those.
thing.
Let's see. I was just adding those as keyword spam. I don't know.
Yeah, because that might also, because those are two different types of sandals. If it's a trail sandal, it wouldn't necessarily be a water sandal.
Okay, so let's go trail sandals. These don't look waterproof because they're open.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, to be a water, most water sandals are not waterproof. It's just that the water can go through them very easily.
got it. So what do you guys think? Water shoe?
I wouldn't say so. It looks more like it's not necessarily a trail shoe either. It's more like a sport sandal. Yeah, it's more of a sports sandal.
All right, so let's go sports sandal.
This is one of the situations in which I would look up the style code for the shoe and see how other folks are describing it. Or see how Chaco themselves describe it.
Let's pull out all the stops because people are saying they don't know why they don't know why their items sell.
Yeah, JL just said it's called a sports sandal on Amazon. Okay. Chaco's Outcross 2.
Waterproof shoe. So the color is dark moss is the color. So okay, I could add this description, right? What do you guys think?
Okay, so yes, it is a water shoe. It's not a what you call it, a trail shoe. It's a water shoe. So you can go with water shoe up there.
Okay, so let's go water
looking
shoe.
At that other thing. Yeah. Like I said, I always try to look up these shoes before I list them so I can see how the actual brand describes them. It makes it a lot easier to craft these titles.
Okay, water shoe.
I'll probably go water sport sandal or something like that.
Sport.
And then you can also use that in item specifics too.
Okay, so let's do one more thing, which is the let's go to Amazon because Amazon people pay a lot of money for their titles. So let's go Outcross to Chaco. kids. Boom. How do they describe it? They described it. Let's see.
Yeah, they're not generally too exquisite with their titles.
Not
Did you take out kids from your title, Chris?
excuse me.
Did you take out kids from your title?
No, I did not. But my point is, Amazon does not like keyword spam, so they want you to put the exact thing that it is.
I'll try to do that as well. I don't
so
like
this is confusing. It says little kid and big kid. So, okay, what else should I change? Chaco outcross to youth kid
I would
size
put
4.
shoes after size 4.
Size 4 shoes. And then what about
That way,
color?
people who are looking for specifically size 4 shoes be able to see it. I put
Can I
color
go
after the word shoes.
green and black?
I'd go color after the shoes,
All right.
after the word shoes.
Okay. Anything else? Anyone
Water
else?
sport. You need 7 characters. So one word keyword. I like outdoor. Outdoor is really good, Michelle. I'd go with outdoor. I'd go outdoor water sport sandals. You want it to be like readable. You don't want to like just be a bunch of like words there. You know, you want people to look at the title and be able to read it smoothly and figure out what kind of shoe this is.
I'm gonna add the UPC. Maybe it's a gift and people want the box, so I'll change that.
But I do think that you're going to get less traffic in that unisex category. It's possible that you don't, but I haven't had many shoes sell successfully in that category. But you know, maybe this could be a great change. You know, I mean, you could change it up for us and show that the unisex category does have some merit.
So you can see here, people are charging $30 for new shoes, including shipping. Let's look at sold.
But that's a different type of Chaco.
It is. So let's go. Let's go. What is this called?
Try to look up yours. Chaco Outcross 2 or something like that.
Chaco Outcross 2. All right.
Okay, there's one. There's a youth size 2 that just sold. Pre-owned for $19.99 on the night.
Yeah. So this here's a new one that sold for $30, which should, it's actually $60 brand new. So it's surprising to me that I haven't sold any.
Okay, they put it in unisex too, so it should work.
They put it in unisex too? Oh, how
they
did you
put
know?
it in unisex. It's at the top.
Oh, it's at the top.
Yeah. You should be able to sell them. I don't know how long they actually held the item, so it could, you know, not be as effective. But generally, I put most of my shoes that are not like that don't have a girly colorway. I put them in the boys category.
So what about this little blurb that like this looks like a person, right? Lisa's bargain box. Would you rather pay up because it's Lisa? Because this is, you know, that's her picture. She said she bought it for her kids, which I don't know if that's true. It might be. This might just be stuff from her family. I don't know.
I have no idea how long she's holding onto these items. Though.
See, I mean, does that make people want to buy from you more? So do you put, let's see, should I add in here something like a little bit of cheese? These are $60 retail.
I wouldn't, but you could.
These amazing shoes are ready for a new kid. Thanks for watching, or thanks for coming here.
They never had a kid. These are new in the box, right?
Yeah, these amazing shoes are ready for a new kid. These amazing new shoes. I don't know, something that's a little more fun because now I'm a person.
What do you have them priced at? $17.99 plus shipping?
Yeah.
What's the
Saying
shipping?
ready for a new kid makes it sound like another kid has already used them.
Oh, thank you. All right. So let's put these amazing shoes are ready for a new. Oh no, that's true. I'll just put these are $60 retail. My loss is your gain. I'm not gonna put that. But all right.
How much is the shipping for them?
$8.99.
Okay, that's not
And
bad.
I'm gonna eat the cost. I'll ship these with the box. Maybe that helps.
What do you have for your features in your item specifics?
None.
Yeah, you don't have the model, which is trending currently.
All right.
You
Let's
don't
do it.
have the model would be Chaco. You got to put Chaco in there. It might not actually populate, but yeah, I do. Click that.
Product
Product
line.
line would be Chaco Outcross.
All right. Closure.
It
Full
looks
on?
like it had
It's both hook, loop, and lace, right?
Okay.
mhm,
I'll go hook and loop. Shoe shaft style. Low top.
low top.
All right. I don't know what country it
Their
is.
their
but-
performance would be water sports. If you type in the word water, it should pull up.
All right.
Yeah, water sports. You can go school and walking too if you want to.
I had a question.
Yeah.
On the model, because there's the model and then the product that's up a little bit, the product line. The
Mhm.
product line is Chaco's, but the model is the J9, whatever it is on the lower in the description.
That's the style code. That's not the model. That's the style code. The model refers to the like actual name of that shoe. Like the
Okay,
and
so
the
then the
product
product
line is the shoe series. I can hear you,
I
Christine.
get
What'd you say?
stuck on that a lot whenever I'm doing my listings. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. So product line refers to the like name of the shoe. For example, like Asics Gel is an example of a product line, and then Asics Gel Cayano 24 or Asics Gel Cayano would be a product line. Asics Gel Cayano 24 is the actual model, the specific name of the shoe. It's like a make and model kind of thing.
So is there anything else I can add? Because I guess I could
would
figure
go
out where they're
breathable,
made.
comfort, cushion, lightweight, and performance for my features. Where you see where it says features, I go breathable, comfort, lightweight,
Lightweight. Okay.
cushioned, and performance.
All right. All right. And then this would be helpful, I think. I don't know what they are though.
You could, it helps it easier. It makes it easier for you to sell them for the
International crowd.
yeah. You can find it on the Chaco size chart pretty easily. If it normally I just look at the size tag, which I don't think you took a picture of the size tag.
Nope, I did not. So it
Yeah.
would probably say.
Yeah, generally the size tag would say it. Chacos are a little bit different sometimes depending on what kind of size tag is inside of them, but you can find it on this size chart.
I'm going to offer volume pricing if they want to get more than one.
That's good.
All right. That's see, that's
Although
much.
it is very rare for someone to have two kids that are both size 4 simultaneously.
So Angela is saying I'm changing so many things. It's hard to see what is the deal maker. That's true. The point is, though, you should be thinking about how to get your items to sell. That's the point of this. That's what eBay is. eBay means it's your job. The definition of eBay is it's your job to figure out why it should sell and how fast you should sell. People are, that's the answer. So Brian is saying this is an example of chapter 10 of eMyth Revisited, the business development plan, innovation, a better way, measuring variables with data. So more item specifics is better, more accurate title is better. So we'll see now. I didn't change the price. So let's see if these actually sell now, because
I think your price is really good. I don't think that you need to change it. It's just, I feel like your title is a little bit hard to read and a bit keyword spamming, just a little bit.
yeah. Let's see. Mick Jodo in the chat is saying this is getting painful. Well, this is the thing. It is painful trying to figure out how to get your listing to sell faster, but that's okay. Like, let's see. Did I not add sales tax? No, I don't add sales tax because in California, it automatically does it for me. So depending on your state. I mean, does anybody know what happens if you click the sales tax button? Mine, it's automatic. It's added to the thing no matter what. I don't know if it matters if I click it or not. Oh, Tim is saying free shipping. I have not tried that. That should work. I believe that does work. Let me go to
So-
the,
Shipping at that price or free shipping with an elevated price?
free shipping with an elevated price.
Okay.
Because it's new, right? So let's go 20, 26. No best offer. I don't want to offer a best offer if I'm going to do this. Go 20. I'll go $24.99. So we'll go slightly less free shipping. I'm going to put back, if I think maybe that will matter more. So I'll put ships without original box in a padded flat rate. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to discount it that much. Let's go $26.99. Although I do think that the price point, some people will look for $25 and less. So I might lose those customers by doing $26.99. So let's change. Let's make a new. Oh, actually, I have one. Free economy shipping. Let me edit this because I'm actually going to do free priority. Actually, no, I'll do free economy shipping. Let's look at it. Free shipping. I put economy here, so I need to change it. All right, so let's go priority. Free priority shipping. So this is the only listing I have. I'm gonna do same day handling time. The only listing I have that's free shipping. But Tim might be right. In a competitive category, like brand new kids shoes is insanely competitive. So maybe I need to do that to stand out. All right. I love it. Thank you, Tim. That's great.
Did you check to see if the competition are also using free shipping? Because that might have been the thing. Yeah.
Let's find out. Okay, Chaco Kids. It's weird
Yeah,
that
it's a
isn't it weird to you guys
size
that
four.
boys and girls doesn't pop up? I find that odd.
It's probably because you typed in the word kids.
Okay, but I guess if I don't type in the word kids, what happens?
Well, if you searched it in the sense of like Chaco Boys 4, then boys will pop up.
So
It's,
go ahead.
it's just that the way how you searched it, it was showing that you're looking for something that's more general compared to a specific gender.
Okay. All right, let's compare against new with tags. Let's compare with the new, and there's way more pre-owned. So it looks like a lot of people sell their pre-owned Chacos, and maybe parents are sensitive to price and they want to get their kids something because they're going to wear it out anyway. Maybe they get them used shoes. I don't know. So 27. So mine are definitely priced competitively. There's a lot of free shipping though. Free shipping, 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 and not free shipping, but free returns. So mine's going to say free shipping and free returns.
How many of these are listed? Because I think 4 or 5 sold.
So there's 134 for Chaco Kids listed, which is terrible. That's not very many. And then,
Oh, but 4 or 5 was size dependent, I think, when you put it in.
wow, terrible. 30, only 38 pairs of Chacos sell for kids per month, which is terrible.
Is that actually 90 day or is that per month?
This is 90 day.
Yeah, 90 day. Yeah.
So this
And
is a
that's-
horrible category to begin with. So how many people are selling
Yeah.
horrible categories?
Yeah, and
like
that's not
this
even
one?
the specific size too. You know, it's going to narrow it because I think only 4 sold on that size in 90 days. So
Yeah, in this size, in the size 4, only 9.
Yeah.
So, and the pricing, see, it's not pricing. There's maybe just not a lot of people looking for it because my price is relatively competitive. There's only one.
Most people aren't. It's the middle of fall. Well, not the middle of fall, but we're getting deeper and deeper into fall. So most people aren't.
Can you look
Looking for
up,
tacos
look up
right now.
size 5 or 6 and see if there was higher numbers?
Okay. Same for 5.
Yeah,
Same. Yeah.
it's just it doesn't have a lot of sell-through.
Yeah, it's a horrible category. So don't buy kids Chacos if you want to sell your items fast because there's not a lot of people looking for them. And
Unless it's
this
summertime, you'll sell plenty of them in the summer.
okay. I don't maybe because I think in general. Okay, let's look at Chaco adult. This is how you get good at eBay, everyone. 16,965 Chacos in all categories. And 8,000 sold. So 2,400 pairs. Is that right? Something like that. 2,400 pairs of, or 2,700 pairs of Chacos sell per month. It's a lot. So like 90 a day. It's a good category. Wow, look at that. Somebody sold some Chacos for 130 bucks. It's a limited edition one. Wow. Nothing special about these pictures. One picture. And look at the title. Nothing. They didn't even put shoes in the title. Okay, so that means somebody looked Chacos and they put Chacos and not Chaco. And
They could have a customer that was looking for that,
I know somebody looked for these words, probably Chacos, Thomas Rhett. Let's see if I can find the shoes by typing that in. 350. Come on. I like it though.
The pictures are good though.
Pictures are good. So I feel like that's a little strong. That's a stock photo. Look at the bokeh. That's funny. Somebody has a good camera. That's funny. They're not going to get three. I hope they don't get 350. That's a lot. Just kidding. I hope they get all the money. But yeah, this is what you would do to learn how to do eBay. Let's see. Oh, Jeff says I should do $24.99. I think so too, but we'll try $26.99 right now. This is an example. Brian is saying this is an example of why you'd want to niche down.
Why don't we throw out a challenge to everybody? Pick one item that hasn't sold, like Frankenstein it in every way possible, and then put it back. And then we can talk about in the next couple of days whether or not I bet you stuff will sell starting tomorrow.
We can actually do that every day because that is what eBay is.
Because I got,
See, what somebody hasn't said yet is I sell Chacos all the time. This is the title you use, right? Because people don't do that. I mean, no one is a kids Chaco expert in this group. Isaiah?
I was just about to say that, remember when I told you that I spent like, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes making a video on like one of my first listings. And unfortunately, there was no sound to the video, but that item finally sold. It sold after over a year of being in my store for like a higher price than I had it listed originally. After I went in and just changed my title, added some item specifics, put it in an entirely different category because it was in the wrong category. And, it finally sold after about a month after the change or so.
And somebody in the chat is saying that the model of Chaco that we were looking at was worn by Tom Cruise. That's why it's so popular. Or I don't know if they're being facetious or not. But yeah, this is good because you're figuring out why it takes so long to look at listings when you've never done it before. Because I don't really sell kids Chaco, so it takes a long time. Mariah is saying she would go boys and kids in the title, and she's basing it off of how she looks for it as a parent, and I think that's a great way to do it. But again, this is the reason why Tech recommends what he recommends. So someone in the chat is saying we need to focus. This is focusing. Figuring out why your listing isn't selling is focus. If you just keep listing items and they don't sell, that's the opposite of focus. You can't list items that don't sell. Those don't count. Maybe I should make a t-shirt that says that. If you list an item that doesn't sell, it's the same thing as not listing. Because it doesn't work. You can't procrastinate from figuring out why your items don't sell. That's like the most important part.
But Chris, how would you know that your items aren't selling?
Because your items, like, you would know.
You know what I mean by that? Like, of course you wouldn't know. Like, of course, it not being sold means it didn't sell. But you know what I mean by that? Like, how do you know? You're asking about your sell-through rate, basically. They're not selling quickly.
That is no. Thank you for asking that, because that is the reason. So let me show you. Go to your store. You sort by start date. Okay, so how come these items that I have in the beginning, I've already discounted to basically break even? How come these haven't sold yet? So I think it's important to go back and look like this one. Here's an example. This has 9 watchers, 484 views. I under delivered and I'm sorry, I'm over delivering because this is essentially a brand new dress. I have the stock photo, right? So I think if I lowered the price slightly, it would probably pop, but figuring out why it hasn't sold. Oh, I see. This is probably why, because this is one of the very first listings that I did. And you can see I was lazy. This is what my big store is like. And I can't change it right now because there's an offer, but these item specifics are wrong. I put in here see photos for fabric type, and that's not searchable. Right? I put in here see photos for season. That's wrong. Because in the beginning, when I first started this store, I didn't have any listings. So this is one of the very first listings I did. This is listing number 59 in the beginning. So
And also,
go ahead.
I was going to say also, I think on here you had the percentage of material. So like polyester.
Yeah, right here. That's not
Okay.
searchable.
You
Yeah.
probably wouldn't do that. You'd probably do like spandex blend or something like that.
Spandex blend, yeah. And I didn't add the word stretch in the title, which is important for something like this. So that there's so many different things you can do. But what you would do, Isaiah, is go to your oldest listings and look at why they don't sell. That's the secret to eBay.
Well, Chris, I want to ask you a question about item specifics.
Yep.
Like if I'm listing golf clubs and I have like multiple of them, like a driver, 3, 5, and 7 wood, and a drop-down menu, you can put down driver, but that's not really accurate for the set. If I put down driver 3, 5, 7, is that searchable? Do you know?
It is.
Okay.
I want to point out, Royal in the chat is saying if you sell long tail items, it can take 2 to 3 years to sell items. I'm not in the long tail item business. Some people are. Kudos to Auction Professor. He's #1 in military buttons on eBay. Military buttons don't sell that fast. So if you want to do that, you need to be #1 in your category, like Auction Professor, to sell military buttons. If I listed 5 of them, guess how many I would guess to sell? 0. I don't know what I'm doing. It would take me an hour per button or longer. It might take me 2 hours per military button to list one, and they would never sell because we have Auction Professor who's #1 in that category, crushing me. Better pictures, better title, better everything. How would I compete against him in that? So 2 to 3 years for it to sell also is crazy to me. I don't want to wait that long. But if it was truly long tail, because I looked at the buttons before, they sell for, I don't know, $20 to $100. That's a lot. I feel like that's good money. If you're willing to wait 2 to 3 years and you want to pay the 10-cent storage fee for 3 years and also the space to store it, go for it. But this isn't a long tail items channel. That's totally different.
And don't forget, a lot of his customers are collectors who know him. I mean, they've been going to him for years to look for. He has a list of things that his customers have requested that he keep his eye out for.
100%.
Yeah,
so
and academia go to for historians and stuff. So yeah, he's got a completely different kind of business.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm gonna look because this is I haven't really looked at his store. Okay, let's look at
What are the benefits of having a store that sells items like every 8 months to a year or something like that? Like what's the benefits of long tail stores?
The benefit, well, okay, hold on, let's back up for a second. This is his store, right? 28,913 listings based on the feedback of 150. So if you multiply that by 4, then it's 600 let's say he sells at least 600 items a month, right? At least. So that's 20 a day with 28,000 items. My store right now has 20 sales a day with 1,000 items. So would you rather have a tiny store that's really specific that things sell really quickly, or a store like this, you need 28,912 items to sell 20 a day? It's a lot. This is like a family business and it's huge. This is massive, but a family business only, if you're only selling 20 items a day, I would expect everything to be super expensive. But if you look at the feedback, it's just like everybody else's store. Most of the stuff that sells is not expensive. $9, $9.50, because so much of the stuff in a store is expensive. So let's look. Of the 28,912 items, half of the items on eBay are $12 and less. So let's look at $12 and less. 0 to 12. How many items in his store are that cheap? 3,300. And I would guess if I looked at the feedback, these are the items that are selling. Because just people don't have like a ton of money to spend on rare, unique things. They do sell. I'm just saying less than the other ones. So you take a look at the breakdown, and this is like super badass, cool, but then you have to wait for somebody to have, you might have to wait 3 years, as somebody said, for someone that's looking for a 1970s FAO Schwartz country mouse wooden house and 12 Christmas mice. Great title, right? Also $78 in shipping. This is a very expensive buy, in my opinion. Not a lot of people can afford this. But the person that's looking for this, what's the difference between 175 and 199? It's the same. If you're looking for this, what's the difference?
Is this Auction Professor?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean the postcards, I think his system, he can scan like 400 because he's got a scanner. So he's processing like 400 at a clip, I think he was saying in one of his videos.
Yeah. I'm just saying that my store will pass this store in sales when it hits 3,000 listings or 2,000 listings, really. So it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for the unique, okay, because I that's the one challenge I'm not going to do. I am not going to do the vintage picker model because I don't have enough time. That would take 10 years for me to set up a store that's everything random, crazy, weird, interesting, like Terminal 99. That guy's store is awesome. It's a different model. I just don't have any interest in doing it because it would take too long. Let's look at this. I started eBay many years ago, like 4 years ago, and he had this for sale. Oh, actually, this let me back up. I thought he had a Pelican or something. Let me see. Yeah, it's still here. I started eBay 5 years ago. This was still for sale because I looked at him when I was looking at, I think he was I think he was on YouTube at the time. This was still available 5 years ago. Right? I don't know if that's who is looking for this? That's, I hope I'm rich enough one day that this is reasonable to me. $9,000 for this vintage large hornbill crane. Anyway, I just think this store is hard to do. Look how expensive the stuff is. Look at this. Every one of these pictures is in a different place. All of them have different lighting. That's not easy. He's got the Beauty and the Beast Black Diamond VHS. Like, how do you even know that? You know what I mean? This is a very, very talented picker because I don't know what any of this stuff is. This is years of learning about rare, cool, unique things, paintings. What is this thing? Colt 45 vest. So as a clothing seller, he doesn't put, I don't know. That's a lot. Then
I
this
wonder
is
how
go
you
ahead.
come up with the price of $382.50 exactly.
I don't know, but my point is, how do you do this store? I don't know how to do this store.
Trying to beat the competition at 50 cents.
If you were saying to me, like, can you build a store selling random items? I don't know if I mean, I could, but it would just have to be massive. It would have to be 10,000 items of random things, and it would take me 1 hour per listing. That's 10,000 hours of listing random items. That's really hard. Angela says that Black Diamond Disney doesn't sell for that much unless it's graded. I don't know, but how would you know that? Let's see. Let's go back to the chat. free. Oh, let's see. So Josh says, we'll buy a bushel of brass buttons. What is a bushel of brass buttons look like? So he'll buy the brass buttons from the bushel, buy the bushel for $50 and then sell them individually for $30 a piece over the
Probably
course of
like
3 years.
That's probably like when you get the big bag of clams, I think it's maybe a bushel.
Okay. What's the total square foot of my space? 800 square feet. Or I'm sorry, it's 1,200 square feet, Jeff. But yeah, I'll figure out a commercial space. I don't want to go into an area where I'll get shot. I'll just wait for an area that I like in a nicer area and just pay up. Don't think small, start small. Yeah, I agree with that. I just think that you need to spend your time thinking about how to optimize your listings. That's what this call is really about. And it's a 2-week average. I think that really has helped me. That's why the niche store is successful in my opinion. I'm ahead. I've been ahead from day one. It's not hard to list 30 items a day.
Yeah, it's like I was talking about the larger items I have. I mean, they're going to take the place of maybe 1.5 bins. So I could probably do like 30 items. And if I sell those, it's probably going to be $75 gross or, gross sales. So for the space I could be putting for those items, it's like, if you have 30 items, could be $300-400 in profit potentially.
I agree. Paul just put his last 5 sales were vintage typewriter, vintage attachment, VCR, trail shoes, and jeans. He makes a lot more per item on the random things. I don't know if I agree with that, because if you look at your hourly rate, I think you make less than selling common things. That's just my opinion. Because I look at the people who make millions of dollars on eBay, they all sell common things. I look at the people who make thousands of dollars on eBay and they sell random things. So do you choose millions or thousands? Is thousands bigger than millions? It's okay. There's also some passion about it. The thing is, the people who make millions of dollars also, they can collect things. They can pay $9,000 for a weird pelican that you found at the flea market. So if you are a treasure hunter, that's very interesting. So Josh is talking about investing in stocks. That's true. Most people are like, everyone needs to read that story about that UPS driver that retired with like $15 million or something, but never made over. I think it's more than that. Let me see. Retired. Oh, 70 million. Yeah, here we go. I'll put this in the chat. Everyone think about this. This gentleman never made more than $14,000 a year, and he retired with $70 million. Okay. That's the difference between investing and working. Can you imagine that? That's so insane. If you made $500,000 a year, you'd only make $10 million in your life if you didn't invest it. It's just crazy to me. Yeah, compounding returns are just crazy. Isaiah is asking, would you guys rather put or receive your sandals in a padded flat rate envelope or a box? A box. I would always rather receive something in a box, but I wouldn't care if it came in a padded flat rate envelope. Magenta is saying money isn't everything. I don't know. It's hard to argue with that, because I feel like having a store that has a lot of sales makes me really happy. Having a big store, random things that I list and they never sell, I don't know if I could be happy doing that.
But Chris, your items don't never sell. I mean, you've got decent sales. I mean, it's just your new stores showing you there's a better way to do it.
Yeah, yeah. No, but I'm saying that the money is the result of transferring energy from one person to another. right? It comes from that. If you do that a lot, you make a lot of money. It just related to that. If you have a channel, like yesterday, I was watching a documentary on experimental music. Experimental music is not that popular. It's hard to get people to listen to experimental music. Is it fun? Do the musicians love it with every ounce of their body? Yeah, but is Mick Jagger also having a good time? Probably. He seems like he's having a good time. If you sell popular music, you're still having a good time. That's all I'm saying. You can do both. You can have fun and make money. I don't know why it's mutually exclusive. How come people are saying that you can't have both? Why not? This reminds me of when I was selling cars. I asked this guy, would you like a glass of water or a coffee? And he said, I'll have a Diet Coke. And I was like, I didn't offer that to you. I offered you water or coffee. That's all we have here. And he's like, I'm the customer. I can ask for whatever I want. And I want a Diet Coke. And I was like, interesting. That's cool. I respect that. So you can do that. If you're the customer, you can ask for whatever you want. So that's all we're doing. Let's see. Josh is in the chat. Maybe he's one of those cryptocurrency bots trying to get people to invest. I just think right now it's important. Bill says Mick has 7 kids. Is that true? I would be surprised if it's that low. Jeff says the customer is not always right. That's true. The customer is not always right, but we're looking for their money. I agree with that too. Nico is saying that people who are in Wyoming love hunting and fishing, and they can start their business about hunting and fishing, and they can't complain because they're never working. I mean, I agree with that. Let's see. I agree. Everyone use the. We'll end on this because I agree with Josh. Everyone make your money actively and put it into something that makes you money passively, like the stock market. I think index funds are the way to go because I think as a country we will grow, but individual stocks are a little scary to me. Hey, good point from Brian. I actually end on that. There's different types of sellers. The people who sell random items usually are side gigs, and the giant churners tend to be that's their primary career. That's definitely true. It's hard to part-time sell millions of dollars. Usually you're all in. I did get the Diet Coke for the customer. I went and got one, drove to the store. So if you're going to actually buy something, then I'll do it. Yeah, I sold the car. I'm saying if you actually buy something, then okay, sure, I'll go do whatever you asked me to do because you're the customer. You want a Diet Coke, and that's going to help you buy a $50,000 car. What flavor Diet Coke do you want? I'll go figure it out for you. It's easy. And that's happened a few times. You can ask for both. You can have both. You can have fun and make money. Who says you can only do one? There's that religious proverb, something to do with the profit through the eye of the needle or something like that. Whatever the one that makes it sound like making a profit is bad. That proverb comes up on my channel like every week. People think that making money is a sin, but it comes up every week. So I don't know about that. I don't think it's related to that. I don't think that. I think you can make.
It's easier for a camel to go through an eye of a man, and it's really talking about a rich person. Sometimes when they are not with good principles, they can't fit because their ego stops them from getting in. That's my take on it. So,
Gotcha. Yeah. But that's a thing. That comes up all the time. And if you have that belief that it's unethical to make money, you will never make money. You can't think that way, because if you have principles and you're like, you can't make money without screwing somebody, how are you supposed to do it? Because most people don't want to screw people. All right. Well, I need to read that proverb again because it comes up all the time, and I don't know what to say to it. I don't think it's mutually exclusive.
Read the whole story so you can understand the whole concept of it.
Okay.
Not just the proverb.
Yep. Money only solves money problems. That's how I look at it. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful